Alicia Camacho and welcome to the 6th episode. As you can tell, I'm no longer in the land of South Africa, but I'm in the land of Portugal. I feel like I should do my videos more often on a chair because it's like, whee! So guys, I'm sorry that the video looks a little bit funky today. I have the tumble dryer going on at the moment. And if we had to do it where I normally do my videos, it would just be a really loud noise. So I opted to do it over here on the chair in my lounge. Nice plain neutral wallpaper background. It's just the wall painted white. Guys, it is seriously cold here in Portugal, guys. My toes are frozen, my hands are frozen, so that is why I look like a hobo. I've wrapped myself in a blankie because my legs were also very cold. And my ankles are frozen because my socks are really short. Because while I have a lot of socks, I have a lot of ankle socks, and that doesn't really help you in winter. This week's episode is dedicated. It's dedicated to all the children in the world who have difficult names that people cannot pronounce. Does that make sense? Yeah, your name is supposedly so complicated. They will always get it wrong. Alright? If you haven't had that, congratulations. You won a prize. But for kids like myself who have very unique names, and I'm not hating on my name, but I am a little concerned as to why my parents chose such a difficult name for other adult people to say. And also includes a lot of Portuguese kids with Portuguese names that live in South Africa, and all the kids whose parents just wanted their kids to have unique names. The worst part about having a beautiful and unique name is that people can't ever get them right. It's tragic. So what do I mean by this? I have personally experienced the mispronunciation of my name for the last 24 years. What do I mean by that? Well, you would think that my name would be kind of like straightforward to get, especially when you introduce yourself and you say, "Hi, I'm Alicia, nice to meet you." And they go, "Hi, Alicia." Like, ooh, but why is my question. It is a genuine question that I ask everybody. I don't ask myself because I don't have the answers. But I ask people, why can you not get my name correctly when I pronounce it correctly, right? Like, my name is Alicia. Phonetically pronouncing my name would be like Ali, Cia. Like Sia, the singer, Sia, like the name Sia, Alicia. It's pretty simple. It's straightforward. And yet I have people who call me Alicia, and then they especially if I've met someone new, they'll be like, "Oh, Alicia," or "Alicia," or "Alicia," or "Alicia." I've been called Alicia I think a couple of times. And I'm just thinking, okay, these are all very pretty variations of my name, but they're not my name. You know, like the Ting Tings, they had a song that was like, "That's not my name. That's not my name." That song was my jam because no one could get my name right. So I was always like, "That's not my name." There will definitely be someone who'll be like, but the problem comes in with the name Alicia having different pronunciations, right? Because it does. I mean, if we look at Hollywood, you get Alicia Silverstone, which I believe she goes by the name of Alicia, like me. Then you have Alicia Keys, spelled the same way as my name, but she's the Sher. And then you have Alicia Vikander or Alicia Vikander. One of the two is the way she pronounces her name, and it's spelled the exact same way as my name, yet the pronunciation is different. There's 4 different ways to pronounce my name. That's obviously where the confusion comes, you know. But I mean, like when you're introducing yourself as a certain person and you're like, yeah, my name is, and then they're like, and you're like, why? Please explain this to me. So you can't exactly say that it's like my parents' fault for choosing a name like Alicia, because, you know, there's different pronunciations of the name. So why would you like go otherwise? You know, if you're going to introduce yourself as Alicia, you'll introduce yourself as Alicia. But if you're going to introduce yourself as Alicia, then you're Alicia. Okay? And my thing is, the minute someone gets your name wrong and they repeat and they go, oh, nice to meet you, Alicia. So you'll be like, hi, my name is Alicia. And they'll be like, nice to meet you, Alicia. And you're like, did I? Was it me or you? Who got it wrong? Because if I gave you the wrong information on how to say my name, then cool, that's on me. But I gave you the right information, you still say the name wrong, then it comes back to me and I'm like, but how did I even say this in the first place? Where's the broken telephone when there are only two of us? One of us must have said it wrong in the first place. Might have been me, because sometimes when you say your name, it's like saying a particular word or writing out a particular word so often, you actually begin to question whether it's like the right word. And you're like, is it? I don't know. I went and I used the Google to find out some further information on how the various translations come up, or the pronunciations of the name come about. Because maybe my parents got it wrong the whole time, you know. Maybe they were the ones who, you know, messed up and chose the most impossible name to pronounce, and it was actually supposed to be Alicia all along. But it's actually, then they were like, no, we want our child to be called Alicia and not Alicia. Same spelling but different pronunciations. Well, I can tell you that it was not my parents' fault, because my name is actually out there, guys. If you go anywhere in South America and you tell them my name is Alicia, they will call me Alicia. And if you go to Spain, they'll say it correctly. If you go to France, they'll say correctly with their French accent, but they'll say it. If you go to Portugal, because Alice is a very popular Portuguese name, okay, it's Alice, so then my name would just be Alicia. So you could call my name Portuguese if you really want to, guys. And then but then you go to Italy, and you know the Italians have their like voluptuous way of saying things, so the gentlemen pronounce it differently. So already in Italy it's a little bit strange. But then if you go to America or you go to South Africa, they definitely have never heard of Alicia. 100% have not heard of Alicia, because they will pronounce it with a Sh instead of a C. Now try to check out the spelling, and you know, phonetically it's different ways. It all depends on how you pronounce it. There's different phonetics of trying to spell your name. So even now, I mean, I've gone as far as to put how to phonetically say my name on my job CVs, so that when people read my CV, they don't go, hi Alicia, they can be like, hi Alicia, because I've gone Alicia. So darling. This whole conundrum debacle got me thinking about other names that have been possibly pronounced incorrectly. And you may say, gee, why Alicia? What other names could there be? Well, guys, there is a whole world of weird names, okay? 2019 and 2020 shall and are the years where people are just naming their children anything, okay? You're gonna see some of these names and you're just gonna be like, really? No offense, but wow. Some of these names are Gaelic, and so they don't read as they're written. You know how they always say sound it out? It doesn't work that way, guys. When you look at some of these names, you just like, oh. So so the first name is spelled C-I-A-N, pronounced Kian, not Darcian, as some people would believe it to be. Pronounced Darciel and not Darciel. Joaquin, which this one, if I don't get it right, it's my own fault. But my grandfather was basically in English at Joaquin. In Portuguese, it's Joaquin. One that also, now I know that Alicia has a lot of pronunciations, but Helena or Helena or Helena, I don't know if there's such a pronunciation, but apparently there's a lot. And so I thought I had problems. Every other lady that's called Helena, Elena, they have it just as difficult. This name, there's obviously an actress with this name, and she has said her name multiple times, and I still struggle, I admit. I feel terrible about this. But I mean, like, I think I'm getting it right. It's Sher Shah. You know who I'm talking about. She's a great actress, might I add, but her name is really difficult. I mean, like, if you see her name, I used to be like Saucy, and I'm like, who the flip is called Saucy? Saucy. No, Alicia. So her name is Sher Shah. How do people even come up with these names? You know, you would think that, you know, John is so boring, but I mean, like, at least people won't get John wrong. Every year, names are becoming more and more unique, more and more out there. People are naming their children, like, really, really, really strange names, and I'm concerned, you know? For girls, these are just some. You have Davina, which is not bad. You have Fern. You're gonna call your child Fern? Really? That's a plant. Then, you couldn't just leave Jessica to be. No, it's got to be Jessalyn. Kiva, Mariposa. Do you see? Then you have Moxie. She sounds like Oxy. Thora. Someone really wanted their child to be a Thor. I don't know how I feel about that name. For the boys, you have Art. Art? Supposed to be short for Arthur or something? Chauncey. 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 I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it definitely is messing my brain up. Ciel. Ciel. Echo. We have Fidel. Jovian. Niles. And Yanis. For the love of mercy, please consider the struggle that your children will have if you name them one of these weird ass names. It sucks when people pronounce your name incorrectly. It really does. Now imagine when you purposely give them a difficult name. Like, my parents didn't give me a difficult name. I mean, like, can you imagine giving your child a name that is difficult to pronounce? How are they supposed to have confidence in themselves? But it's just awkward, you know. Most of the time I don't even correct people anymore. Like, if I'm in a conversation with someone or someone's met me and, you know, it's like whatever. I think it's also just like laziness sometimes, you know, like when you call yourself your name, obviously, and then people just don't get it right, and then you've corrected them. I've corrected people before, and I've been like, no, it's actually Alicia, and they'd be like, oh, okay, Alicia, or like, they'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry that I got your name wrong, and then they'll struggle to pronounce it thereafter. They're like, Alicia, which is unfortunate. Yeah. If you want to follow me on my social media, please go follow me at Alicia Camacho _official on Instagram. Also, if you guys are interested in purchasing a book, yes, my book is officially out and available. Please go to Amazon UK or Amazon USA and you can purchase, and it will ship to South Africa. I will keep you up to date as to when it will be available elsewhere, but for the time being, please support. Please purchase a book. Please let me know what you think. I really appreciate it. And yeah, remember to also like, share, and subscribe to this episode. Remember, you're awesome, you're great, and you're loved. Bye.